What's up, y'all? It's Super Duper Kyle. Yeah, we back with another video. This time, we playing a game. What game is it that y'all ask? It ain't PUBG this time. It look a little different. This is on Bus Simulator 2017. It's available on Google Play. Not too sure if it's on Apple Store because I got an Android. But if it's there, I'll probably just put it in the link below. This game is pretty much self-explanatory. This is a bus simulator driving game. You have I have a couple modes here. The career mode is what you really want to work at. So let's just choose this bus for example. Yeah, got a lot of levels. You know, it's just one location, but it's 4 types of levels. You got industrial, city center type vibe, suburban area, and then the countryside. And then we got okay, I can't pronounce the city name, so I am gonna try and embarrass myself. You know, I'm gonna take the L anyway, but yeah, this is another city. This is probably a European city. I played this level a bunch of times, and the streets are small. And they have traffic circles, so I'm taking a wild guess. This is a European city, and the name sounds German. I don't know how to say it, if it's Munchen or Munken or whatever. Listen, you know how I pronounce it. Good for you. Leave it in the comments below. And you got London, same type of setup, you know, different layout. It's not geographically correct to the actual cities that are replicated in this game. But you know what? It's good enough. The graphics are worth it though. And then we also got Rio de Janeiro. This is actually a really good level. And yeah, that's the maps there so far. You got a lot of buses actually. The bus you do start off with is this one right here. This is the main one. As you gain experience points and whatnot, you start unlocking more buses. Oh. And it pretty much goes through here. This is my favorite one, actually. The articulated bus right here. This actually takes a lot of skill to drive in this game, believe it or not. Like, most of the time when you're driving the bus, you make a turn, you're like, alright, cool. Man, you gotta remember the back. That's all I can say, man. You remember in the front, but you gotta remember the back. You gotta take care of that, too. And after that bus, the buses are more electric, so they'll probably have faster throttle response, better braking. The weight. The only difference really is the engine power, the torque, and the weight. This one's a good one as well. Don't ask why my license plate says because once you hear the call, you already know. Whole lot of gang shit going on up in this game. You feel me? They even got double deckers. They got another game. But for now, we just gonna go and just use this bus. Let's see. We're gonna make a custom level today in Los Angeles countryside, right? Let's see. Excuse me. I'm coming down from a cold. Hear me sniffling this eye. I ain't dying. Let's see. We're gonna start from here. We're gonna start from here. Here. And we're gonna go all the way up and around. Let's see. Okay. Oh, so I already clicked it. Okay, bet. And my last stop will be this. Let's get it. God. Excuse me again. Wait. Alright. Don't leave me, Mr. Bus. So for this game, it's very realistic. It's not like you know, it's a racing game. You know, it's a real life simulation. You got an emergency brake next to the pause button. You got the headlight controls. So right now I have them on high beam, so I could just turn them off. Low beam, high beam. I like keeping them on high beam because I can see better. We got your hazard lights. You got a horn, and then you got your flasher, and then your turn signals. So, good thing about this game, the lights actually work in the back as well as they do in the front. So, when you usually people like to play with the camera angle like this, and you'll be able to see these things happening going on. Left turn, right turn, hazard lights, headlights come on, these automatically light up. But yeah, you also got windshield wipers. You can better see those from the inside. One thing about the windshield wipers in this game, you only need to use them one time, and then you can just turn them off. If you have a rainy or snowy environment, that's fine. You got side mirrors, so when you tap the button next to the camera angle button, your right one pops up first, then your left one pops up by itself, and then both of them pop up. I keep both of these up because this game is hard enough driving a 40-ton bus. I don't feel confident driving this thing without mirrors, because you actually lose points for crashing. So you got your drive, you got reverse. It even has a reverse. It has a reverse sound like most buses do, because you know that shit dangerous. And you got a cruise control in the under the reverse gear, gas and brake pedals, steering wheel. The turn is really easy, nothing too crazy. But we'll get into the cruise control once we start driving. Right now, let me pick these people up before they start blacking on me and start trying to mob my bus. And yeah, every time you pick up passengers, you know, once they stop walking, you usually get the cue to close the doors, just like so. I usually just take the brake off and just start going. Yeah. You don't have to worry about driving on the lines, not driving on the lines, because this game doesn't really rate you on that. It just rates you on if you get from point A to point B without crashing. And since I'm here, I can actually elaborate on the cruise control just a little bit. It's your regular standard cruise control, as if you were in a car. For this one, you just got to get over 10 miles per hour, and that is it. So now we're approaching at another bus stop. You actually have a brake pressure gauge. The thing in this game, you don't want to hold on to the brake for too long, because you actually lose points for braking too hard. I think it's about like 30 points for hard brakes and 150 for crashing. So most likely I'm probably gonna crash because this level is hard. And with this bus is not made for turning that fast. So this is just gonna be a wild adventure. And let me put this cruise control on. So in this game, the traffic is actually pretty normal until one of the cars crash. When one of these cars crash, they don't move. They just sit there. Like if you run into any of the cars, or if the car hits something out of nowhere, it's just gonna block traffic. Like you have to get around it yourself. Why is this man on the other side of the road? And then another thing is, the road terrain is very realistic. What I mean realistic, you got hills, uphill climbs, downhill slopes. This custom level I did, it has both of those incorporated into the route. So when we get to those points, you'll start to notice how the cruise control is really helping you versus when you're not using it. And we have our first tie up right here. Now, usually a bus driver realistically would not be even going past this. However, because time is of the essence and I don't got time for this fuck shit, I'm going around all of y'all. I usually drive with this camera angle just so I can get around stuff better without hitting anything, and it makes my movements very precise. But you gotta be kidding me. How the hell did I get hit by that car? Probably just swerving. Oh well. Swervo. And now, this is the downhill parts that are not made for turning for these buses. But you know what? That's alright. Bus stop right here. And now we're just gonna slowly creep in. Put on the e-brake. We lit. Can hold these nuts, boy. Yeah. So as I was saying, yeah, this is very realistic, honestly. This is a game you would definitely want to play if you're gonna pass time on a long trip and you really have nothing to do. That's usually when I play this game, and it's actually pretty dope. It's addictive, I have to say. Let me get around this person. Now, when you drive off the road, it really doesn't affect anything. It really doesn't affect anything. Like, you can just drive off the road. The bus will tilt and whatever, but you'll be fine. I usually use the cliffside to get into turns much better. Especially when I'm going around this road, because this road is real steep. Like, I had to brake, and then I gotta counterbalance the turns very well, so I don't hit any of the signs or any of the other structures or any other cars coming around the curve. But usually there's really no cars coming up the hill if you're playing one of the pre-made levels. Oh, let me get around that. The pre-made levels, they account for that. So even though there's kinks in there, you'll see like a car or two come up the hill, but most of the time when you're coming down on your route, you don't have to worry about cars coming up, and vice versa for the fact, because you can also make a route to where you can go up this curve. Okay, now we're just gonna slide up in there. Just don't hit nobody, and we're good. This is as far as I can go before I can't open the doors. Now, I do have to say I have been playing this game for a while, so my statistics, pardon the tongue twisting right there, my statistics are up there. Got a lot of XP from this game. A lot of long trips have been saved by this game. And now we're about to do an uphill climb. But thanks to cruise control, we don't got to worry about losing speed. Now, one thing about this articulated bus, I'm pretty sure everyone knows, you turn a little bit too hard, your back is going to go flying. So in this game, yeah, your back will just sway out like back and forth a little bit. That's okay. Now, if your shit flips over, listen, you screwed. You might as well restart the level. And I just hit a rock. Well, good thing is you don't lose points for that. Turn signal. We lit. And then most of the time, the traffic is usually going slower than the speed that you're driving in this game. So it's an even better advantage to anticipate certain things, like cars stopped up ahead, and you can just find out which ways are like the best way, like the shoulder. You can just like use the shoulder to pass cars. It's illegal in the real world, but in this game, it's just you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't just can't just be sitting here just waiting. Because then once your time runs out in this game on that timer, that's it. Your whole thing is done. So far, we got 72 minutes. My passengers are happy. You can see that smiley face on the bottom of the screen, along with the XP that I've acquired and the speedometer. Now we're going to go back inside, and we're going to dip. Now this road is really narrow, and most of the roads in this game are really narrow, especially when you're not in the city areas or the suburban areas, like industrial, countryside. For some of the levels are really narrow, so just take into consideration how narrow the roads are and how much space you got. This road, I could play around. I could play around no problem. As long as nobody crashes into each other or does some next-ish, I could chill. I could throw on cruise control even though I'm going faster than the traffic. Because once I put that on, I gotta stop right here and we Gucci. And boom, another stop. And honestly, this game is pretty easy. If you can't play this game, or if you can't figure out how to play this game, I need to tell you something. You need to go back to school, man. You need to go back to school, man. This is like the perfect game for a smartphone that has at least 2 gigabytes of RAM. Because this game on your phone, it will take up a whole lot of memory. Yeah, as I was saying before, how the roads are realistic. I'm on a downhill slope. I'm not even using the gas, and I'm just rolling. Now I would open the doors and demonstrate what would happen once you open the doors without putting the brake on, but I would probably lose points for crashing. It will just be something like this. Like, let's say if I get to a full stop and I just let off, even with the doors open, the bus will just start rolling. It will just keep rolling. There will be no type of stopping whatsoever. I will just keep. Let me change gears. And we out. It. I was about to forget where I was going. And that's your hard brake right there. Now, this stretch of road for the last 2 stops, I think. This road is very steep, so we're about to fly down this road. Honestly, I don't even want to put these turn signals on. Another use for the cruise control, get it to about 15-20 miles per hour and just put it on when you're going downhill. Because this hill, you'll hit 60 before you hit the next stop. And this stop, you need to stop here. Cause you miss this shit, you gotta back all the way up. All the way up. And it looks like a tie-up right here. Nope, somebody's just driving like an idiot. This hill is so steep, I could put on the full force of the brakes. I'll only stop a couple miles. Couple miles per hour will get off. That's it. There's so much damn pressure. Yep. And that was a smooth stop. I had to let the e-brake roll that shit a little bit, but you know, we smooth stopping out here. We stopping smooth like baby's bottoms. And who is this? Who mans is this? Who mans is this back here, son? Yo, fam, move your car. Like, yo, nobody fuck with you over here, Mr. Red Car. You got to go. That red car playing games. That red car playing games. But this is the last stop, and I can definitely speed now. Let's see how fast I can come around this curve. $47. Now, even though the route told me to turn in there, it's actually facing the wrong way. And I hit the hydrant. That's the one thing I still haven't mastered in this game, is turning that corner without hitting the fire hydrant. That's okay. It's the last stop anyways. I'm gonna take my check and I'm leaving. But yeah, man, that's a quick rundown of Bus Simulator 17. Yeah, if you want me to do more mobile gameplay videos, man, drop a suggestion in the comments, man. Do what you gotta do, man. But y'all have a blessed week, man. It's Super Duper Kyle, man. I'm out of here.